Another item we have in our Creator Lab, which I'm so glad we do, is we have a coil binding machine, and this is called the Cinch machine. And just looking at it, it might be hard to figure out what this is used for, but this is largely used for making notebooks. So I have two small samples here. I say small because this is not the only size you can make, but you can make notebooks like this where you put the spiral binding on the side. So this can be used to make full-size notebooks, smaller notebooks. Some people have mentioned things like making stand-up desktop calendars. So basically all this machine is doing for you is punching the holes so that you are able to put the spiral coils in, and then you can bind it together so that you can make a full notebook that you can use for your ministry to make journals. Maybe you can make photo albums, scrapbooks, for vacation Bible school. You can make Bible study notes. You can pretty much do anything with it. If you can punch it and bind it, that's what it can be used for. This is another size notebook. And you might be noticing that with this machine, the coils are different sizes. So that's another thing that you can do with this. You can buy smaller coils to make smaller notebooks. You can buy the wider coils if you need to put in more pages, and you'll also notice that the number of coils in this notebook is different. So with this machine, as I mentioned, this is basically a punching and binding machine. So I wanted to draw your attention to the fact that there cannot be a Creator Lab or any type of supply room if you don't have a paper trimmer. So there is a paper trimmer in the Creator Lab for you, so you don't have to have everything cut before you arrive, which will be super nice because sometimes once you arrive, your creative juices may get flowing and you want to make different size items. So I do want you to know that there is a paper trimmer in the Creator Lab for you. But going back to this machine, let's say you have trimmed your paper and now you're ready to make a project. That was just the locking mechanism, so now this is ready to go. And let me just go over the basics of the machine. You will notice that there are all these different buttons here. And these buttons are here because it will determine how many holes you will press into your material. So for example, a notebook of this size, you'll notice that there's no holes on either end. That is purposeful. I did it that way on purpose, and that's how you can do it with this machine. Right now, all of these buttons are completely pushed in and they pull out as well. And I will explain in the next video how to or why you would need to push in or pull out these buttons. On the side is where the coil goes. So I did bring a full-size spiral coil with me, and this is where your coil goes, right on the side. I did bring a skinnier one, but this is where you place your coil. This is the full-size one that comes when you do buy it. You can buy this on any website, actually. You do not have to buy a brand name one. I use any kind of wire cutters for these to cut the exact number of coils you need for the holes that you have pushed in your paper. And then if I were to turn the machine around, it's an all-in-one machine. So the back right here is where you actually bind your book. And if I were to show you, as you can see, that's how it goes down, and it binds your notebook together, and then pretty much your project is done. So this is a great way to make your own journals, your own notebooks, your pamphlets, anything like that. If there's something you want to bind, you can use this machine for it.